Welcome to this travel episode with me, Kaylee. Now, much education is experienced in a classroom or through a textbook. But as a parent, would you ever consider quitting your career, packing up your bags, taking your children out of school so they could receive an education through traveling the world? Let me introduce you to the Andersons, the family that has spent years slow traveling around the world. Dad Ike, Mom Natalee, along with their children Jasmine, Kaylee and Layton, are originally from Jamaica with African heritage, but raised their children in West Palm Beach, Florida, in the United States. So after taking a DNA test and tracking the family's lineage and history, the parents decided they wanted the children to foster their own unique view of the world and not through the conventional education system. So they spent approximately 1 month living in a new country, and so far they have lived in Mexico, Canada, Greece, Egypt, Ghana, South Africa, Indonesia, and the list goes on. So let's hear a little bit more about exploring legacy from the Anderson family. We are joined by Ike Anderson, the father in this fascinating family, joining us on Skype from Florida in the United States. Welcome again, Ike. Such an interesting choice you and your wife made there. What was the deciding factor to embark on such a unique journey?
We got to a point where you become conscious that life is short in the context of time. And, we wanted to give our kids the ability to go out and see the world and experience life in a unique way. And one of the real ways to do that is to go experience new cultures, see new places, and learn about, in our case, the history of our ancestors, where they came from and the path that they took to end up where we actually grew up.
So, Ike, how have the children adjusted to this new life, the different weather conditions, the language barriers, and so on, the different cultures? Tell us a little bit more about that.
I think I've seen where they've actually started to work even closer as a team, and not just individuals. So they're helping each other out, solving issues as they come up. And one of the things that we've been really keen on doing is allowing them to be a part of the planning and experience what we go through as a parents in doing this whole entire process of traveling with them. So this is almost like a life experience and a lesson for them that's really practical, how to budget, how to plan. When things don't work out, how do you make adjustments to get what it is that we're looking for? So this is almost like an everyday process of just learning and becoming smart in life, not just in a book context, but just in life.
And Ike, we're interested, of course, to know how you and your children enjoyed Africa. How was the continent for you?
Being able to go back and connect with the roots and understand some of that culture and see how it actually transformed in us, like some of the things that we do, we don't even know why we do it. But once we've been able to touch the ground there and be there for a while and live in there, we see that some of the things, how we act and behave, it's cultural. And, so I think for them to connect with their roots and understand where their forefathers came from was very important. Because if you don't know where you're from, you really don't know where you're going to go.
And one last question for you, Ike. What has been your favorite destination so far and why?
Oh, wow. That's hard to choose. That's like choosing your favorite child. But I guess I'll narrow it down to two for me. And it was Mexico for the heritage, the food, the friendliness of the people, and Ghana for the history and the healing path that we took once we were there. And I think I'll sum it up to two. I can't choose one.
Completely understandable there. Thank you so much once again, Ike Anderson, joining us all the way from the United States. So for you who is watching, are you ready to step away from your busy life to permanently discover new cultures, new languages, and give your children a different form of education? Let me know on Facebook and Twitter at Nyashake Mutizwa. I am Nyashake Mutizwa. Until next time.